All right, Romans, what's up? We're back. And yes, I know it's been like a long time, but who cares? We're here. So, like, comment, subscribe, share all that stuff, and we'll get into today's topic identity. All right, big topic here is the buzzword identity. You probably heard it before. Well, you guys need to work on your identity, or who are you really as a person, and yada, 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 and blah, 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 right? And what does this all mean? And I think you guys kind of already know where your identity may be. You already know where in life maybe you want to be going. Maybe you might be a little bit unsatisfied, and that's why maybe you're coming across these YouTube videos of personal development and how to get better. But I know deep down inside, everybody watching at least wants to win and get better at whatever aspect of their life it is. So your identity has a lot to do with it. And identity sometimes can be skewed by other people. And it really comes down to if you are in alignment with yourself and your goals and what you want to do. Again, when it comes to the personal development space or just simply getting better in a particular field of your life, then that's where you're going to see if you are really in alignment with your identity. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's say you are somebody that wants to quit drinking or wants to stop doing something that's not bettering you, and your friends or your family members or your coworkers all of a sudden invite you somewhere. So let's say drinking, right? To go drink or out on the weekend, and you know darn well you probably have a project that you need to finish, or you have some sort of personal development, or who cares? Maybe you're just like not in the mood to go. And someone who is in alignment with their identity, with what they want and what they desire, and what they're going to be getting in life, is somebody who's going to very quickly and very firmly say no to those people. Someone who's not in alignment, they may be a little bit more on edge, or they may be very quick to kind of people please and just be like, okay, fine, let's go. Or maybe you might have this feeling inside of you where you have like a fear of missing out almost. And that right there, I believe through my experiences, is someone who's not in alignment with their identity, someone who doesn't really know what they want, someone who's maybe still thinking about it and is confused, and maybe, again, still working on it. So in the midst of you doing that work, you're easily manipulated or skewed or, pushed off course by other people. So how do we fix that? That's what I really want to focus on today is if you are that person, and if you're not and you already have an identity and you already know who you are and what you want in life, then great. Maybe this video is not for you, but this video is definitely to help those people that are maybe doing the work right now and helping them, give them that little edge. So for me, what I realized in these past couple of years of going through this personal development journey is I should never have listened to certain people when it came to certain things. So if I had mentors, if I had friends, if I had family members, right? I'll give you guys a very good example is if my mom is working a 9-to-5 job and I want to go into entrepreneurship, I'm not going to seek her advice when it comes to entrepreneurship, right? At the end of the day, she's an employee. She's happy with where she's at. She's a teacher. She just wants to do what she's doing in life, and she's happy with that. I'm not happy with what I want to do in my career, so I'm seeking that mentorship, that entrepreneurship. So it's not to undermine or push away my mother for all the other categories such as love or catering or cooking up a meal for me, etc. Right? Like, no, absolutely not. I still seek her for that, or see her as the expert in that field. So you guys can kind of think about, okay, are these people experts in my field? Are these people that I'm listening to or allowing them to influence me? Are they experts in what I wish to accomplish? Now, for maybe I would say some of the time, maybe not all the time, you just like being around them. So maybe you can go someone who is in alignment with their identity. And again, this is not all the time, right? For what I said earlier about people being skewed. But maybe you just want to hang out with them. Maybe you just like their presence and want to be around them, even though they may be a little bit toxic to your personal development. There are some of those people, by the way, that I still have in my life where I'm like, okay, I love these guys' energy. I want to hang out with them. They're very cool. But when it comes to personal development, I'm definitely not going to be seeking to them for any advice or help. Sure, maybe once in a blue moon, I will vent to them, but I'm definitely not going to let their words kind of influence me in the particular field that I'm trying to get better at, that I know they are not, so good at in that side. So Another example would be somebody with, the gym, or somebody that's in fitness, that wants to get better, such as myself, such as you guys. I'm sure you guys want to get better, right? There's definitely somebody that you're going to be seeking to for that type of counsel or that type of advice, right? And at the end of the day, guys, that's really kind of what it comes down to, is how you build your identity and how you know you are in alignment with what you want. All of these people, you allow them to influence you, but only to a certain degree, only to that particular field where you feel that you need help on, that these people have, that you wish you probably had. So that's a person, that is in alignment with their identity. And do not get it twisted, as I did in my past previous years, where maybe these people that I did look up to in these particular subject fields, maybe they told me, hey, you know what, you also need to work on this field or that field. And I look at them and I'm like, well, wait a minute, you're not in integrity in that field, so why should you? Now, in those moments, what I did, because I wasn't in line with my identity, I allowed them to influence me in those fields, and those fields slowly started fading down. As a matter of fact, they were kind of detrimental to my personal development, and I started to realize, like, man, I'm kind of burning these bridges, or I'm making these decisions where I'm going to regret in the future, because maybe these people don't know me, right, for what I truly like or I truly enjoy, and now I'm letting them come in just because I see them, maybe as a really fit person, and I want to get fit. So that means all aspects of their life I also have to mimic. It's like, no. I don't want to get lost in trying to be them. That's the error that I made. I got lost trying to mimic all aspects of their life, which completely ruined my identity, and kind of completely ruined also some of my friendships, or maybe some of the material things that I used to, have. And I made these decisions where I got rid of them, and it's like, wait a minute, now I'm starting to look back and be like, if I would have done things differently, I would have done things differently, and I would have done the thing of just listening to them in the particular field that they are savvy in, right? That they know. That way I don't come back, or maybe something happens and they're no longer in my life, and I look at my life and I'm like, oh, man, I don't like where I'm at. So that's the worst thing. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be the person where you're learning, and now your identity is being shaped by somebody else or by other people, and now you're like an amoeba of a different person. And at the end of the day, you're not where you really wanted to be, a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 years down the line. So you guys really kind of think about that for today. You just really think about, who am I listening to? This is just kind of some key takeaways, right? Who am I listening to? Is that okay? Sure, it is okay. A person with strong identity knows what they want and what they believe in. They will allow particular things from those people into their lives. Granted that those particular things are the things that you want to improve on, okay? So strong identity allows selectively. Weak identity, right, just allows randomly. So take that into consideration for today. If you guys want to have a conversation, do it in the comments, or like, share, subscribe, and share this video if you guys found it helpful. So that is it. I'm Jess. I'm out. Catch you Romans on the next video. Take care.